What's good, y'all? It is, just Jax. Back with a calm little vid. Uh, I just got back for spring break. Or yeah, I just got back from spring break. It's Friday right now. Hopefully this video is uploaded Friday. I think it will be for sure. But yeah, nothing much. I got something I want to talk about, something I want to get off my chest. So please, sit down, relax, grab some, vegetables, some fruits. Um, it's it's time for a Jax Yaps. Um, so like I said, I just got back from break. It was so much fun. Like I got to spend time with my family. I got to do something different. I got to go skiing, which I was horrible the first day, but then like I just got used to it and like, you know, you just get in your head sometimes, you got a pizza. You got a pizza, guys. You got a pizza, you know? But I definitely want to go back again, but I want to learn how to snowboard. I feel like that's on my hobby list and stuff like that. But while I was on break, I felt one thing I was kind of worried about, like it was kind of like an accumulation since from like, winter break and like from up till now, kind of I was worried that I wasn't that I was kind of being stagnant, like that I wasn't having any like crazy progression or I wasn't having no crazy regression, which is I was kind of just in this null, this void spot, which I mean like it's not bad, but it's not what you want, But yeah, so I was kind of in my head about that stuff and because like I was, I wasn't progressing the way I wanted to. I kind of got a little um not I kind of got a little upset, I started thinking bad things about myself. And then like I came home. I literally came home and for my flight and then I just had a quick well, it wasn't quick. It was like I just prayed, to the Lord. And it's funny how he works sometimes. And yeah, kind of the topic is that I realized that I have started to change, a bit. And that was like my one, literally my one prayer, or not literally my one prayer, but my most important, or a prayer that can accumulate everything that I want is to change, to change me as a person, personality wise, physically, trying to hone in this temple, emotionally, trying to get more mature and stuff like that, through my hobbies, through like my interests and stuff like that. Socially, hopefully meet some new people and make some friends, you know, and like although like all this change that I see now, it wasn't it wasn't very instant. It was kind of just like accumulated through like time, and I feel like I forgot that. I forgot uh that it all comes with time, and I shouldn't rush it. I just I have a vision for the way I want my life to be. I see like the man that I can be, the best man that I can be. Man, I keep seeing him. And I just wanted to go. I just wanted to be like quicker. Like for me to become that man. Quicker, and for me to get all the rewards from that a little faster. Which is that's not how rewards will work. That's not how things that are worthwhile work. I just wanted to come on here and talk about like what's changed like specifically. Just kind of like vent, not vent like, but just talk about it. Talk about what I think has changed. First off, my physique. I think I've gotten like a little bigger since I've started working out. Well, I'm gonna say working out for real since January, even though I've been working out since August, but I don't count that because I was only working out 3 days a week, and that's not optimal. That wasn't optimal for the physique I'm trying to build. You know, um, you know, but yeah, I I I've got like new hobbies and interests. First off, a little side tangent. I don't have Instagram on my phone anymore, so I guess that's a little change. I don't like or TikTok on my phone. I just found myself getting really distracted. Whether that was like at the gym, I was just scrolling on Reels, scrolling on TikTok, and like I found myself, just being on Instagram for no reason. So I just deleted it. I still have it on my iPad and like my computer and stuff, which is I feel like is a lot more like easier. Like you're conscious and you're closing the computer or like you're flipping the iPad. You're like you're done. Um, but yeah, I still need Instagram and TikTok because I need to post. Like when the vid's up. Because like I need to get exposure and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been real healthy. I've been reading like I say like I always say this like I've been reading, but I like stopped kind of like I stopped reading for a minute. I picked it back up with Red Rising. I think I'm halfway through the book. Fire is a really good book. If you guys are into like kind of like science fiction, it's fiction is fake. Yeah, if you're into that, then like pick it up. It's like a it's so fun. It's so cool. But um yeah, another thing about Instagram, like I will now I'm like more like aware. People like I only have like 300 followers on Instagram, which is like I'm not like a big I need followers that guy, but like I don't know how these people are getting like 700, 800. Like all my friends clip me when it comes to followers. They just meet everybody. They're just meeting so many more people. And I don't have Instagram on my phone, so I'm not gonna be like, can I get your Instagram? I'm gonna be like, you can write your Instagram on my arm or something, or like you can like give me your number or whatever, your WhatsApp. I don't know, your Discord or something. But yeah, I don't know how they have so many followers, and some of them don't even post. Ugh. It is what it is. It'll come sometime, but I'm not too that's not something I'm like too preoccupied about. Um that's just something I noticed. I was like, dang. I was like, dang, all these people have so many followers. And but yeah, what else? I think guys, I'm kind of like I'm really getting into like my nerd stuff. So like I got what I get. Oh, Zelda. Zelda's my thing now. Like I'm playing. I got Majora's Mask. I got Ocarina of Time. I'm playing. I'm about to after this vid. I'm about to hop on Skyward Sword. Um, I want. I hope. I hope. Never mind. I don't want to get on nerdy on y'all, but I hope for the Nintendo Direct they announce Twilight Princess and Wind Waker HD on the Switch 2. That would be perfect. But Nintendo is Nintendo. But what else has changed? Guys, I'm kind of I'm okay. When I went on break, I saw a couple of friends, I saw family and stuff like that. And like the thing about family and the thing about friends and stuff like that is that I love them to death. I love them so much. But like I feel like one thing I really kind of like um realize, is that like I'm getting all this advice, from my mom, my dad, my cousins, you know, my aunts and uncles, and they're telling me to do all this stuff, and like I think like I just need to do me. Like I just can't like obviously I could take their advice into account, but I just need to do me, do it my way, and like with prayer. with hard work, with consistency, it'll work out. And like, yeah, just obviously like make sure that like is you're doing something, but like I just gotta do it my I feel like I just gotta do it my own my on my own terms is weird, but I love their advice. I just that's just something I noticed or I've come to realize. Coming back from break is that I just gotta do me. With and like something that has changed. You know, like I don't know, it's not a big change. I feel like I keep talking about it a lot. Is like the YouTube. You know, like a year ago we were at 0. Now we're at 67, which is like in the grand view of the goal, I guess, is like a little bit, but it's like that's how you start. And I feel like I'll appreciate these 67 as much as you know a millionth or 10 million or how much the Lord wants to take this and stuff like that. Also, you know, I think socially, guys, I think I can say I got at least one friend over here. One when I say one friend, I have like two more friends, but they're from high school, so I don't really count that as like new friends. But I got at least one friend, uh, that's gonna be cool. One thing I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna go grocery shopping. Grocery shopping. I'm gonna get a basketball, and I'm gonna start getting back into my hooping bag. That's something I love basketball. I just need to practice a bit more. My cousin humbled me, and I don't want to be humbled again. So I need to practice. I need to practice more. Um, what else? What else? Yeah, like you know what? Like I'm seeing like something. Okay, a little another side tangent, guys. The girls here, the women here, like they're not. I feel like in high school, like you're in your bubble, right? Especially at a private high school. You're in your bubble. And like in my high school, I was and during high school, there's definitely some people I had crushes on. Some people I found attractive, and those women now are like gorgeous. They're beautiful. You know, but out here in Atlanta, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. There are some. These are some stargazingly beautiful women. Like these are some stargazingly beautiful women, and I'm just like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I'll ever find anything, because like I think like it's not like I'm not like I'm not a shark, guys. I'm not a shark. I'm a very like let me get to know them. Let me relax. Let me not like let me not do that. I'm not that type of guy. Like I might like if I see you walking, I might mind my business. I might just be like, oh, she's so beautiful, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna keep on walking. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not. That's just not who I. That's not. It doesn't sit right with me. I don't know. That's just not my body. If everyone, like if people who do that, more power to you. I salute you because like I'm not doing that. But dang, bro, there's some beautiful woman here. There's a beautiful woman. Hopefully, the Lord blesses me with a woman of God. A woman I could grow to love and like help me grow as a person, and also the most important part, help me grow spiritually. Help me get closer to the Lord. That encompasses the change part of my prayer. Like dang, bro. Dang, there's some pretty woman. There's a pretty woman. But what else? Like, I just, like, I feel like I've definitely changed from who I was in high school. This is kind of a little tone switch. I think I like looking back on it now. Like, I didn't, I, didn't- I can say I probably hated who I was in high school. I was just like I was weird, to I was weird just in general to guys, to girls. I didn't consider myself a good friend. You know, I I was a horrible family member. You know, a horrible son, a horrible brother, and like I didn't. I was like, I don't know. I just didn't. I really didn't like who I was. I wasn't confident. I was jealous of a lot of people, envious of a lot of people, and yeah, that. So I'm definitely changed for the better since then. You know, and that's also just a grand blessing, if I'm being honest. You know, and also I can see the changes now. I can see like a little bit, like I can see the seeds that I'm planted. I can see them like where they can go possibly if I just keep like watering it. You know, like with clubs and just like talking to people. You know, like I think like starting like freshman year and like I want to say a little bit beginning of sophomore year. Like every time I wanted to talk, it was literally like something was stopping me. You know, like it was really like I think I got social anxiety. That's what my mom calls it. I don't know. She's the doctor, but yeah, I just no, if I move past that, obviously like there's still some like I'm not Mr. Extrovert. I'll stay in my home and be happy. I'll stay in my home and be happy, but I do have to put more effort into like socializing, doing more things, which and finding more things to do, you know, which I find fun, and like I see like with the clubs I'm joining, with the activities I'm doing, I'm like, you know what, I can see how I can make some long lasting relationships here. How can how I can, you know, change, for the better. And that's such a blessing now. And now I've like that mindset that like I haven't changed and I'm still the person who I hated is gone. Thanks to like my experiences here. Thanks from prayer, from my own prayers and prayers from my family, and just like having a grace with myself, and it's just a wonderful thing to have. But yeah, like I don't mean to like just it's a yacht video. I don't know what you expected, but like for the people that are going through this right now, just look at the little changes in your life, because those accumulate and those will build up to where you want to go, and the person you want to be. And it matters. It really does matter. You gotta put in the effort. You gotta put in the consistency. You know, like you gotta sow your seeds in soil that will sprout in places that you think in places that you like, in places that you are interested in people that you're interested in, and people that you like, whether boy or girl, friends or something more, and eventually, if you water it, if you water that mustard seed, it will grow into the tree that the Lord and that you want it to be, So just keep that in mind. Please keep your head held up high. I don't mean to. I don't know how. I just turned on the camera and just yapped for a minute. It's a wonder how I can do this, but yeah, this is the end of the sesh. I hope you guys, are having a wonderful Friday. A good end to your weekend. Ooh, excuse me. But I just love y'all. Please you don't have to jab or like or subscribe to this video. This is just like, a sub health vid. But if you want to, go ahead. Um I'm gonna go play some Skyward Sword right now, low key. But I love y'all. Please just be yourself and go with God. Oh, and just be kind and go with God. I love y'all. Deuces.